Hello, welcome back everybody. Hello and welcome back to all the mods 9 to the sky. Fallen Pumpkin here on my public server. You can join. IP is above me here on the screen as well as in the description. I recommend you join the Discord that's in the description. It's my Discord, and you'd be able to know when updates are happening on the server as well as what's going on with Fallen Pumpkin. Guys, we made a spaghettification last episode for sure. Definitely got some cleaning up to do, and I think the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna progress the quests today. A little bit of progression in the sense of cleaning up. How do I put this? We're gonna progress the main quest line enough to get far enough into our materials through ours to get our warden spawns, our villagers. We're gonna do occultism to get our smithing templates, and then I know we have all grown so attached to this starter home, but I think we're gonna tear it down. We're going to tear it down so we can build the base how we want it. And I think that is going to be the best option for us. Now, excuse me. I wanted to start today first by finishing what we didn't finish at the end of last stream. At the end of last stream, we talked about getting auto tree farms going. I need this dry rubber to be a pattern to turn it to plastic, and we'll go ahead and just throw that above. Oh, not in the furnace, above the furnace. Then we need a pattern for a plant gatherer, and it is going to require a iron axe pattern and iron hoe pattern, but we are out of patterns themselves. Oops. Let's see if we can get a few of these. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful day or night. If you're new to the channel, we are live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It's kind of the benefit of, if you want faster interaction with me, you go to Twitch. And if you want to interact with the lights and stuff. But if you want to watch in 4K or watch later, which I assume you just might be, you watch it on the YouTube. Let's see if we had everything there for a plant gatherer. We need gold gears as a pattern. Let's go ahead and make that. And that should be everything for the plant gatherer. Then we also need a plant sower, as it's called. I'm not going to worry about the fertilizer today, because part of today's goal is also a mob farm, which we would then use to make lily pads of fertility from reliquary. So let's go ahead and just give this all a try. I'm going to do even a pattern for bricks. I don't know if I have the clay ready, but we are about to find out. So let's come here. We've got our plant gatherer. We need our plant sower. Beautiful. And where we're going to put these is over in this corner. We're going to steal power from our energy cube here. Hey, we got super high stuff coming in on YouTube. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful day or night. And welcome to the stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath here, and I'm going to put our plant sower. Now, this is going to need power, so we might as well prepare to do that. And then our gatherer is going to go right here. Oh, we want it to face where the tree is going to be planted. Perfect. Now we need to wire these up. I think I'm just going to use power cables because we have power cables we can tie into. Excuse me, voice is warming up. We've got some power cables we can tie into already. So we'll go ahead and we'll just come around, and we need to make sure we go down, up, over. So this should be getting power, and it is going to produce what is known as sludge. But the plant sower, oh, I just got some wool. I'm going to turn off my magnet. The plant sower, you set the different locations of where you want things to plant. And I just want it to plant saplings. So let's grab some saplings here. So you're going to go do some of the mods, then build base. Hopefully, we'll see. Big thing's going to be quest progression, and then whether or not we get to tearing down the base today is going to be entirely time-based. I have no idea how long it's going to take. But there we go. So it gets planted. Our plant gatherer will collect it, and we want... Gosh, my voice is warming up. We want those resources to be stored. So I'm going to grab a sophisticated chest. Maybe actually 2 of them. And some stack upgrades. And we'll just put this next to the gatherer. And what I can do is on the output, we can push it, which I believe we are trying to push north. We go output, right, north is push. Now it's definitely going to run into a problem of sludge, and we're going to use one of my favorite methods to take care of that. I do want to store the sludge. I know that might sound weird, but sludge, if you take a look at it, has a use of, oh, maybe not in this mod pack. So sludge is used. Oh no, there's the sludge refiner. Okay, yeah. We can turn sludge into various building blocks. So why don't we make a backpack? Now, not just a normal backpack. I was thinking, you know what? We won't even use the sophisticated chest that's out there. What we'll do is we'll have a backpack that is a tank and item storage, so that it will hold the sludge. So let's grab a backpack, and then I'm going to upgrade it to iron, gold, and diamond. Then we just need a tank upgrade. We'll wait for the crafting here. And we'll need some storage. But the way I'm going to craft those, the storage upgrades, or not upgrades, what are they called? Stack upgrades. Stack upgrade. I'm gonna take the time to make some patterns here. So we need a pattern for tier 1, which is only 4 iron blocks if you make the copper version. And since we don't have a major use for copper, I might do that. But we're getting villagers today, which is going to give us like unlimited iron. So we're going to go the top path. Top path for our stack. Then we'll go gold and diamond. And then we just need to make a recipe for all of those blocks. So a few more patterns here. Let's see if we can craft 100. And we'll need diamond block. Gold block. And block of iron. Let's throw all of these patterns in here, and this will save us the hassle of trying to do this manually. So I'll see if we can get 2. It's a lot of resources. It's a lot. It's 126 diamonds, or a little more than that, but it's about 152 of each resource. But we should be able to craft it, and then I'm going to make a pattern for a void upgrade. So let's go void upgrade. It takes ender pearl, but we've had some generous donations of ender pearl, so we don't need to worry about that so much. Let's see. I think the stack upgrade finished, so I'm going to queue a void and grab the stacks. Okay. Coming over to the backpack, we're going to break this chest. And we're going to put our backpack down. And we're going to put a tank, stack, void. And what we're going to do is block, works in GUI, allow single slot. That's what we're going to do. And the sludge needs to also push north. Perfect. Now, I just want to give a test if it works. We'll just grab some or I don't know why I'm grabbing bone meal. We can just sneak spam. Let's give this a test. Beautiful. And the only other thing that needs to be done is we need to restock the sower with saplings. So I'm going to grab some item pipe, and I'm going to upgrade this to gold and then upgrade it to diamond, which allows filtering. And we'll put a cable or pipe down here, tell it to pull, and say, you only pull sapling. And you put those saplings in here. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm going to preemptively put down the water for our lily pads of fertility. Obviously, we have to wait till we get them, but hey, Malachi the Red coming in on Twitch. How you doing? How you doing? Let's grab some water buckets, and we'll just go 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm just going to restock these buckets. And then, so that it grows at night, we just need to put some torches, and we'll call the auto wood done. Obviously, I'd like to bone mill, but we've got to wait. I don't want to use bone mill. I want to use lily pads. So we'll wait for the lily pads. Let's come over here, and why don't we continue the quest chain? So it wants us to get all of the archwood saplings, and you can turn saplings from one into the other using a manipulation essence. Now there is a Rs to quest chain. I don't know why I said 2, but Ars Navu. And the first thing we need to do is make a novice spellbook. So we're gonna start Rs today. Let's go ahead and let's make all of the tools. So we'll go sword, axe, pickaxe, and shovel. And then do I need a book? No, we got one. Okay, so boom. there is our novice spellbook. And we're gonna go through the quests here. It wants you to create your first spell. It tells you how to do it. I need, my keybinds aren't how I want them. Let's type Ars Navu. And I'm gonna change a few of these to some different keys. Okay, I need to turn off narrate. So boom, now we can open the book. Howdy, Crewbert, coming in on YouTube. Good to see ya. Malachi says, would a tip for how to get those saplings be useful? You don't need the spells, but the spellbook is good for other reasons. Yeah, we're just doing the quest. I think the method I'm going to use, I needed to check if they were here. Yeah, I'm just going to get the saplings from the market is where I'm going to get them. But we're doing the quest chain up until creating source and source gems. So it wants us to get archwood logs, so why don't we get all of the archwood saplings, just so that we know we have them all. You got some from sifting moss. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm going for this guy. Go sapling. And we need, oh wow, you can actually even buy netherwood. That's really interesting. We need one of each type. And I think what we'll do is just out front of the house, I'm gonna chop one of each tree type. Go ahead and turn on our magnet. Oh no, we had a few blocks left over. Let's get cascading. And vexing. I forgot to build the market. I'm gonna go do that now. Yeah, the market's super useful, especially like if you're trying to get the Croptopia seeds. They're all in the market now. The latest update, they added a bunch of more things to the market, which is really nice. There we go. We've got some archwood, just like it asked. So let's take a look at the next step. We need to get some archwood planks. So I should have kept that up, but I'm just going to @ ours so that we're always seeing all of ours here. And I've got a lot of vexing, so I'm going to get some planks from that. Okay, that completes that quest. Crew says, I'm currently trying to set up Applied Energistics 2 for the first time. It's confusing compared to RS. Yeah, it can be a bit of a knowledge hurdle in terms of channel management. If you're playing single player and the channels are becoming too complicated for you, I recommend you run the command AE2 channel mode. I know you can't see it, but there's a channel mode option, and you can either double, triple, quadruple your channel amounts or just give yourself infinite channels. Get used to AE2, then learn how to use how to work around channels. That's what I would do if I was brand new to AE2. But let's keep going here. The next thing is a imbuement chamber. Now we're going to want a pattern for this. And it's any archwood plank. I think what I'm going to do is add a recipe and say substitutions. And we're going to get a few imbuement chambers. Why don't we try to get 10? Beautiful. Okay. Next up is source gems. Source gems come from our imbuement chambers, and I know that we have... Yeah, see how I'm 6 of 8 channels over here? I might borrow some there, or I might borrow some here. In fact, why don't we just do it here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put down an imbuement chamber. And I need an import and export bus. So I don't think we've made an import bus. And I do want the extended as a pattern. Then let's go export bus. We've already got export bus as a pattern, but I don't think we have... Don't need threshold. I just want extended, just regular extended. I love all the additional mods to AE2 now. They add so many wonderful features that people can use. Cruz says, how come refined storage isn't working in this pack? That's going to be very helpful. Refined storage kind of works. The problem is a lot of people don't know that refined storage is basically an abandoned but not abandoned mod. And what I mean about that is that the developers are currently working on Refined Storage 2. Because of that, a lot of the bugs and problems in Refined Storage aren't getting fixed every time it gets updated to a new version. And Refined Storage has a serious problem based on how well the person using it knows how to manage NBT data. But it has a serious problem where people corrupt worlds with it, of overflowing NBT data. So it's just recommended you don't use refined storage. Especially because, like, in this pack, EMC from Project E is a huge thing. Transmutation. And Applied Energistics can do Applied E. A whole bunch of transmutation stuff. Uh-oh, our network's down. I've got power here. I think what I need to do is put this straight into the controller. Or into a energy acceptor. Oof. Oh, did we not have input? Oh, we didn't. That's why. That's why. There we go. We're good now. It's gonna blink a bunch, but then it'll kick on. So let's give it a second here. Power's definitely a problem, but we're getting there. Okay, we are back online. So we got some import buses, export buses, and all I'm gonna do over here is put a import bus on the bottom that is filtered to source gem. If I can find it. And we're going to export lapis. We'll let that run for a little bit in terms of letting it go AFK, because it is going to take a minute. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to do a bunch of manual source gem, but then all the future ones will just be passively getting source gems, so we won't have to worry about it. But let's grab some lapis and let's throw it all in here. And that should be enough source gem to continue the quest chain. Nat coming in saying use amethyst block, because that gives you a block of source gem, which is 4 source gems. But my problem is I've got more lapis than amethyst, and amethyst I'm kind of holding on to because I have a plan with it. It doesn't really involve any of these big things, but you'll notice it's used in applied energistic cells. And on top of that, let me see if I can find it. Dissolving amethyst gives iron and silicon dioxide for alchemistry. Now, the silicon dioxide or silica goes into so many recipes, but one of the recipes it specifically goes into that I'm going to use is through dissolving and compacting and all the stuff you want to call it, it eventually can be used for nether stars. What's up, Fallen? How are you tonight? Hey, Draconic. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, I did want to check something. So, Stealth just logged in. And the server performance just tanked. Just tanked. I think that rat base. Or Stealth logged in, not Seer. Has a problem with its crafting CPUs. Yo, Stealth. Mind breaking all your crafting CPUs and replacing them? Okay, so Stealth's gonna go work on that. We don't need to worry about it. Well, let's grab some source gem. That completes this quest. And then we do need source stone, which is just source surrounded by stone. I'm gonna make a pattern for source stone. Here, let's see if I can find it. There it is. And I'm going to make a pattern for stone from smelting as well. So we'll put the source stone away. We'll put the smelting pattern away. And we'll give it some source gems. And I'm just going to request a little bit of source stone. Boom. Okay, so that gets us to the point of arcane pedestals. Once again, I'm a pattern kind of guy, so we're going to make arcane pedestal patterns as well as gold nugget pattern. And I'm going to craft a few of these. If we at ours, I'm going to craft like 10 of them. Or maybe not 10, but 2. Oh, the quest wants us to have 8. So we would have to either wait for that or let's quickly get some more. Oh, we've got 8 source gems now. So let's get 7 more. Ah, we would need 3 source gems. We'll just do the amethyst block. Just a few of them. I really want to hold on to my amethyst. I really do. But I do know these take longer than just normal source gems, right? Or no, I don't think that's the case anymore. yeah, but we'll have to wait here, because to make the 8 pedestals is the way to continue the quest. Let's see if there's other items we can craft. We're coming towards a ritual is what I want to work towards to get our villagers finally. So why don't I put that and this? Why don't we just see if we can make the ritual brazier. And we'll delay the enchanting process. So let's go ahead and request a ritual. And the ritual we're most interested in right now. We take a look here. I think in the main quest chain, Tablet of Conjure Island of Village from Ars Calum is what we want. So why don't we try to make this? Because I need a village. Okay, we need a block of amethyst, and oh no, it requires blaze rods. It requires blaze rods, folks. And we don't have a mob farm yet. I think what we could do... Why don't we just borrow? Anyone have some blaze rods I could use for stream? Nat just realized meshes can be enchanted. Yeah, that's a huge part of them. Efficiency, reducing the power cost and giving you more speed, and fortune, increasing the amount of resources sifted. Okay, so we've got some blaze rods. I really want to make sure that once we can EMC, we have blaze rods. Yeah, I'll make it soon, Malachi. I'll make it soon. Maybe even today. Maybe even today we'll make it. But let's get some blocks of amethyst, and we're gonna make a Tablet of Conjure Island Village. Conjures an archwood village inside with several villagers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out a good amount, a good distance here, because I don't know the size of the village. I have no idea how big this is going to be. So I'm going to go at least 32 blocks out. What are all those? You guys... Am I crazy? Do you guys see little black dots? Alright, I don't know. I feel like I'm losing it. But this should hopefully be far enough. Let's put down a ritual brazier, and we're going to put Tablet of Conjure Island. And it does require source. So let's do a little bit of source generation. We're going to do a very easy method of source. It's really good for early game. And that is in the quest log for ours. Ooh, Project D. We needed the blaze rod. That's right. Getting started. We did complete this. We get a free trader. In the quest line for Ars Nouveau, you can see all the methods to generate source down here, or most of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a volcanic source link. So I need to get a bucket of lava real quick. From over here. And we'll grab one of our pedestals too. So I'm going to put the lava bucket in and we'll make a volcanic source link. We'll grab a hopper as well as coal and a pedestal. I like the mini pedestal. All right. Let's head out to our current ritual site. And I'm just going to put down the source link, a pedestal, and a hopper. I wanted it on the side though. There we go. And some coal. So that'll burn the coal and will generate source. Now, it may need to have a certain amount available. And with that, source jars. Source jars will hold the source. So let's go ahead and see if we have the materials for a source jar. We just need archwood slabs and a little bit of smelting. We'll make patterns for this later. I just really want to get this done. And boom, source jar. Okay, we kind of wasted some source, but hopefully if I give this more coal, we'll be golden. But unlocking villagers is going to be a huge step for us because it's going to allow iron farms. It's going to allow, geez, quite a lot. I wish this told me how much source it needed. I'm hoping 1 jar is enough. If not, we'll let's just play it safe. Let's make some more source jars. I'm going to just pattern them though. Should be relatively simple. We just need archwood slabs and the jar itself. Throw those in our assembler and I should be able to request 4 more. And I'm doing 4 just to give ourselves some overkill. Has to be 100% full. Oh, yep, it started. I don't want to waste this source though. Oh, that's talk about free source stone. And I am going to claim this area. Free source stone, free mage bloom block. But I'm going to grab the villagers immediately. All the ones we can. We get an arcane core, a free arcane core too. And I'm going to steal a bed, and you'll see why I'm still in the bed. It's going to be for the breeder. Beautiful. So that is the island done. I might just harvest all the resources from this. But I'm gonna build up a little bit of source over here. This is gonna be the R's island. That is where we will do R's. But if we come to the trader, one of the benefits is now if I put the arcane core and give it a shady wizard, if we level up the trades, we're going to start by getting emerald for material. We'll be able to buy source gems, I believe, which is going to skyrocket us here. Okay, we got mirror weave, which is actually kind of cool. I'm going to buy a bunch of it. And we'll mess more with that later. The big thing we need to make now is a breeder from Easy Villagers. And I'm just going to put that up over here. And we'll put our 2 villagers we got up there. And they're going to need either wheat or carrots or potatoes. And I think what I'm going to do is just give them carrots. But we're going to get some important villagers up and going before we go any further with the quests. Specifically, I want the... I think I have some rotten flesh, and we want the iron farm. So let's go ahead and give these carrots to them and make a incubator. This grows up the villagers, which is exactly what we want. And all I'll need is a single item pipe to automate this process. I'm just going to go breeder to incubator. So that's going to give us villagers, and something we want is the iron farm. That's literally its name. Malachi says, I did a neat thing with a farmer block feeding into the breeder and an incubator in a previous pack. It was kind of neat. Yeah, the farmer block's really cool. We're probably going to utilize them since we don't have hopper botany pots. It's a way to grow crops. It can only be crops that villagers farm in the pack. But you can, it's like a hopper botany pot. It's really useful. But let's grab some more lava. I think I'm going to stock us up 6 buckets worth. We'll run over here, throw these in here. And what I'm going to do, actually, is put these resources away. I'm going to make a pattern for iron farm. Because I want a good amount of these. Because our rainbow furnace is going to be powered by iron. Our rainbow generators. This is going to be really cool once we make it. So let's see, I should be able to make 6. Oh, we need a recipe for glass pane. And then in terms of needing ender pearls, ender pearls are a villager trade from a cleric. So I'm going to use 1 blaze rod because, again, we don't have EMC yet. As soon as we have EMC, none of this matters. But I'm going to make a brewing stand and another trader. We're not using auto traders yet. We're going to use those for AE2. is where we're going to use auto traders. Let's go ahead and put a brewing stand here, and let's see. We got our first baby villager growing up. Definitely going to need more carrots, but I think I can just give them some bread from the wheat we have. We have a good amount of wheat. Give them a bit of bread. And we'll wait for the villager to finish, and we'll be good to go there. Now, quest-wise, I'm just going to claim everything. We got another source jar. That's awesome. Getting started quest-wise. We have to go to the end, which does require end cake. But end cake requires end stone. And end stone comes from a barrel in terms of lava and glowstone, but people were recommending the Zycraft extractor. So why don't we do a little bit of Zycraft? Maybe we follow the quest chain, keep following our quest method. Looks like we just need to hold dust in our inventory, and I realized I want my diamond mesh on my enchanted one over here. Let's hold dust. Gives us the Zycraft reward, which gives us blue gems, green gems, red gems, and dark gems. Now, light gems, I think we have some. I just haven't held them in my inventory. And then it wants us to make a Schrodinger's water block. Let's favorite that. Wants an accelerated planter. The accelerated planter works similar to normal farmland, but with some changes. It's automatically watered, and it's much faster than normal farmland. So that's going to be useful. An ignition plate spawns fire in front of it when given a redstone signal. Okay. Fluid void stops fluids from flowing into adjacent blocks. Okay, okay. And a light filled. 32 block radius for the light filled. So we need to make all of these in order to continue the quest chain. So why don't we make some patterns of machine base, which is just aluminum and kiwi. And kiwi comes from an igneous extruder. We need to do obsidian, water, lava. Obsidian, water, and lava. I'm going to grab a igneous extruder. And I think I'm going to put this over here. And we'll just adjust the furnaces for now. But we need to put obsidian under this. And I'm going to move the cables around a bit too. So let's get a drawer to hold the items. And it needs a storage. Is it storage upgrade or is it... What is the functional storage upgrades called? It is called upgrade. Okay. I'm just going to grab a couple of these. And a storage bus from AE2. And some cable. We also need obsidian. and a water bucket. Beautiful. We'll come over here. We'll put the obsidian under. Oh, one day I won't step in the witch water. In fact, I'm gonna cover that here in a moment. Well, let's run this cable up and over. And currently this cable coming in over here is only at 5 of 8 channels, and our dense is at 25 of 32. So we have space to put down a oak drawer, give it some upgrades, and put a storage bus. The only thing we need is a pull. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're fixing the witch water. Let's grab a puller. Real quick. And I'm also going to grab some trap doors. The reason for that is I'm going to break this and put a trapdoor there and a trapdoor there. Beautiful. Now this just needed the puller upgrade, and we're getting Kiwi. Beautiful. So we should be able to request machine bases. And we should be able to make Schrodinger's water block. An accelerated planner, we do need a bucket of water for. Then we got an ignition plate. A fluid void, and we need a light filled. Oh, all of these are missing a quest. Building blocks. Starts over here. Making Kiwi, we did that. We need to hold Kiwi. Boom. Whole bunch of quests turn in. So we've made these. And now we're getting to the resource gen area, which is really nice. So fluids, Sightcraft gives us a great fluid tank multi-block, which is pretty neat, where the fluid comes and goes, where the items come and go, pipes and pipes. Hydro pump pumps water out. Okay. But here's where we need to make item ports. And I'm going to make patterns here because I have a feeling we're going to use a lot of Zycraft, honestly. But let's get that item. And then finally, we're going to do the quest Balloon on a Stick. Oh, that's really cool. But we are going to make an extractor. It will grow the blocker item beneath it and move it to an inventory above it. This can be used for stone or even dragon egg generation. Very nice, very nice. I'm excited to try these out. So let's make an extractor. I've never used one of these before, but they seem pretty explanatory for how they work. So let's go ahead and autocraft this piston, and we'll get an extractor. Now the use we want is endstone. Oh, there's a lot of recipes. Oh, geez. They can generate moss, mud. Wow, these are powerful. We might use a few of these, honestly. Does make snow, stone. I must have passed endstone. So the endstone is purpur endstone extractor. So we are going to have to make our own endstone first till we get purpur, which is just glowstone in lava. So let's grab some glowstone dust. And I'm going to turn... I was going to turn off the obsidian, but I think instead I'm just going to put this here. Okay, we got 8 endstone, and we just need 1 saved, and then we need purpur, which on a diamond mesh is a 10% chance. Netherite, we get a much... It's still 10% chance, but we get more. And oh my gosh, guys. We can't... We need to make netherite meshes, but I need templates. That's the problem. That is the struggle. We need to start occultism. And with occultism, we need to summon hoglings and get templates. But I'm going to sift a little bit of crushed endstone here. And we're going to hope we got enough chorus. We didn't get a single chorus fruit. Oof. Oof. Oh, darn. That is a bummer. Right? Because the items did go into our storage system, and I don't think we got chorus fruit. So we're going to have to do a bunch of endstone, it seems. And to do that, I'm going to reverse the flow of this backpack. And just right click. Now, what were all the blocks it could be? So I think it's just any purpur. And for purpur, we need 4 chorus fruit. 4 chorus fruit. At a 10% chance... we should get enough from this. Oh, did I changed my wand. Oops. And I need to save one of those. Take our crushed endstone and we'll put it through our only fortune mesh. It's not a high level of fortune, but it might be good enough. And then we're just going to watch for chorus fruit. We're currently rocking a 10% chance. I can also take a chorus flower if we get lucky. Okay, there we go. Now we got some. Perfect. And we got a chorus flower. I'm actually going to just to make sure I don't run out again, I'm going to plant a chorus plant over here in our miscellaneous crop section. Okay, chorus flower can't be sneaked. That's fine. Let's head inside and we'll cook up 4 of these and grab a little more endstone and fix that. Beautiful. And there's our chorus fruit. We'll make a purple block. And now, theoretically, all we need to do, I'm going to do it right here, is go purple, endstone, extractor, drawer. And with that, we can eventually start sifting endstone. I think that's all we needed. Yep. Beautiful. But I'm going to take 3 of this. And before we go into the end, I'm going to make a jetpack. So this takes a few patterns, and we don't have much pattern space, so we'll see if we've got enough here. But let's make a pattern for a wooden jetpack. You only have to make the leather strap once, but it's whatever. I like to be able to auto craft a jetpack whenever I want, is the goal. So that's the major pattern part, is the wood jetpack. After that, the other jetpack tiers, they don't require as many patterns. It's like, to make iron, we need copper or stone, and I think we're gonna make a copper backpack, which should be pretty simple. It's just 4 more patterns. And I think we're going to try to get all the way up to iron. I know this says invalid, but sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Let's make iron. This one is a new coil, so it's 5. We'll go coil and iron battery. Where was iron battery? Or iron thruster. There we go. Okay, let's throw these in and let's just see if we get an iron backpack to start with. Ah, yeah, it's going to say missing the wood. So that's what the invalid patterns are. It's unfortunate. Because what that means is I'll go to craft, it says it's missing it. And so what I have to do instead is craft 2 thrusters or change the pattern. Let's do this. I'm going to grab the copper backpack jetpack and I'm going to change this wood jetpack to the one we made. It says invalid though. Darn, I was hoping it wouldn't say invalid. Oh, it worked. It worked. So let's then take our iron pattern and do the same to it. So even though it looks wrong, it works. So let's put that in. And there's our iron jetpack. Now, something I haven't done is set my keybinds for jetpacks. I like my decrease, increase to be there. Yep. I like my engine. Oh, reset. I like my engine on that and hover on that. So it looks like we need to fix the comma. To only be decrease throttle. And we should have... Oh, it's in my inventory. We got the iron jetpack. We should be able to charge it in an energy cube. I hope we have a little bit of energy left here. We don't, but we'll charge it here. And while that's charging, let's make a end cake. So it's crushed end stone. Eyes of Ender. I'm going to make some extra to charge the cake. And we do need some sugar. I'm going to put the end cake down right next to my bed, and I'm going to charge it up. And let's check our jetpack. We've got a little bit more power we need. But one of the big reasons we're going to the end is for flux. I really want my flux network. So I'm going to bring a bunch of redstone and some obsidian. Beautiful. I think I can store a couple of the materials here, but I don't need to bring with me. I'll still bring the magic book, but I don't think the dragon should be alive, if I remember correctly. All right, good enough on the jetpack. Let's go ahead and put that on our body, and I'm going to lower the throttle down to like 40%. All right, so looks like there's a lot of fun going on here. But I'm also going to see, do I have multiple set homes? That is something I would need to turn on for everybody. Yeah, can't add any more homes, but we do have a waystone here, so we can set that at the base. Let's try, I'm going to turn on engine and hover. Oh, kind of lagged there. Oh, there is an ender dragon alive. Uh-oh. Let's head back home and come better equipped. So we're going to need a bow. And I don't really have anything to put on it. And I only have 23 arrows. But it looks like 23 arrows in a dream to me is what that looks like. But let's make a waystone here at the base. So we need a warp stone. And we need some stone bricks. And we'll go ahead and put down a waystone here at the house. Oh, someone is actively fighting the dragon right now. That's what's going on. I don't know why people put water there. That makes him not fly down. Oh my gosh, please. One more hit. Oh, I put our magnet away. That's a bummer. Who is that anyway? Oh, it's Nat. I got some draconium dust. But I really should have brought the magnet. That's a bummer. What we're going to do, we're going to take our obsidian here. As well as, let's try to follow where this goes. Oh, there it is, there it is. Okay, and we're going to break this. And we're going to get a dragon egg. Looks like there is a few dragon eggs. Let's, oh, I need the torch. Let's see, what can I don't need the arrow or the bow anymore. Let's just grab one more dragon egg, and then what we're gonna do is make sure that we can get some flux. So we've got our obsidian and a little bit of endstone. I'm going to block off this area. And I'm going to drop, I can only do so many stacks at a time. We'll grab some flux dust. We'll see if we can do the last stack. Nope, had some left over. But I think that is plenty. Now, we're not going to go out and explore anything just yet. I really don't like how torn up the end island is. I might ask the members if it's okay, but I think what I'm gonna do is regenerate just the end island, because it is torn to pieces. If anyone here watching the stream plays on the server, I think everyone would be okay with that if we tear or regenerate the end island. I would do an announcement and we'd plan it for a specific day. But I think that would benefit us all. Let's go ahead and head home. That should have completed another main quest chain. Let's put everything away. And make sure we keep our magnet on us. And the next quest for getting started is a marine fisher. It is simple machine frame. We'd have to make a disillusion chamber. So we're not quite there yet. But I think in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to go into occultism and we're going to get a smithing template. Smithing template done. I think today we'll quickly finish the flux controller and then we'll also go marine fisher and start getting nether stars. So let's go ahead and I need a flux controller, and the best method for some of these complicated recipes, in my opinion, is patterns. So let's quickly make some because I know we're going to need obsidian. We're going to need ender pearls. We're going to need a bunch of stuff. But let's go ahead and throw these patterns in. I'm going to take out the jetpack patterns. Oh, something is lagging us bad. But I am, from the jetpack patterns, I'm going to keep the iron nugget. And I'm going to store all the jetpack patterns over here. Let's see what we need. So we just need 23 obsidian, which we can get real fast from our auto obsidian here. Especially if I reverse the flow of the backpack. It's gotten so much worse than yesterday. Yeah, I think I'll post after stream, I'll post an announcement that I'm going to regenerate the end island and ask everybody to grab anything. Like someone had an obsidian nest there. We're going to want to ask them to collect their stuff, and then we'll probably regen the island later tonight or tomorrow. But here, finally is our flux controller. I'm going to put that down over here, and it's time we make Fallen Pumpkins Network, and what I'm going to call this is FPKPN, or Power In. There's a reason I do 2 networks. Later, you guys will see, it'll make sense. But let's go ahead and make our network. Let's see if there's a good, there's not really a good orange. I think we're going to go blue. There's also public power, very nice. I am going to sort by name. Yeah, there's tons of free power. That's really nice. And what I'm going to do is come to my network setting of FPK power. Oh, does it always? Oh, well. It always switches to ID anyway. So FPK power in. And I'm just going to grab one of our plugs. And I'm just going to grab power from here for now. The reason for that is eventually we're going to have it pull power from our storage cell. We're just not quite there yet. And we'll need to make recipes for points for plugs, and we need storage. Just at least one buffer. I'd like to craft a basic, if we can, a basic flux storage. Let's see if we have the materials. Three obsidian, we can do that. Come outside, go 1, 2. Nope, I gotta pull. 2 and 3. Throw that in here, and we'll grab a basic flux storage. This is going to give us a bit of energy buffer in our system. That will slowly stock up. Beautiful. Guys, that was a rather successful stream of questing. We got all the way to the end. We also started ours. We got our villagers, and I'm going to, after the stream, I'm going to get the iron farm up and running. But ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be in the world, and I'll catch you next time. But for now, my friends, bye-bye.